All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. In a wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
A first down throw for Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch him flat-footed and get a big play.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Wilson on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And here's Marshall. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gotta go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Big jumbo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
19. Start! 380!
From the gun, it's Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught at the end. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Keith Marshall taking it in. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing is Wilson. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Keith Marshall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield now on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson on 1st down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 53 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Shotgun.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
14. 12.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, Mayfield throwing to his running back, and he's got him complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit!
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
signals.
58 to the mic. 58 to the mic. I got one.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Over the middle, it's complete. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wilson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Marshall. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
14.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Marshall. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Marshall. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake. Mayfield. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back. And got his man. Complete.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it this time. His throw caught at about the 5. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's only gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better you be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, there's about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.